and in today's video, we will be making a password generator. I've created a file called generator.py, and we're going to start off by importing random, which should be a pre-installed package that comes with Python. And if it shows an error that you don't have the package, you can always type in pip3 space install random. Here it says that I already have the module or library random, so I can just import it right away. And then we're going to use a second library later to copy our password to our clipboard. So that one is going to be pyperclip. So we can do pip3 install pyperclip. I already have this, so it says requirements already satisfied, but you guys will need to install that. So now I'm going to import pyperclip, import pyperclip, and we can save this. And now we're going to actually get into the password generator. So first we want to keep track of how many like uppercase, lowercase, and symbols we have. So we can just tell the user how many we have at the end, just so that let the user know. So we can say symbol equals 0 to start out with. We can say lower for lowercase equals 0. We can say upper equals 0. We can say number equals 0. And we can say count equals 0. So count is going to be the length of our password. And we can say password is equal to a empty list. So we'll be appending numbers which will have a corresponding ASCII code, which will convert them into characters later on. So for now, we're just gonna worry about the generator. So now we can first ask, how many characters do we want the password to be? So we can say length equals input password length, and we can just say default we'll say 20 characters. And then we can say length equals 20 if length is empty, else int length. So basically what this line of code here is going to do is it'll see if the input is nothing, then it'll become 20. And else if there's actually something other than a blank input, then it will change the input into an integer, so we can use that later on. And now we're gonna randomly select our ASCII character codes. So first we're gonna have a while loop to run a certain amount of times based on the length of our password. So what we're gonna do is while count is less than length, and we can create this while loop here. And now this is where the random library is going to come in. We're going to use rand as our variable equals random dot randint. So this is going to create it's going to be a symbol, number, uppercase or lowercase, letter or symbol or number. So we can say between 0 and 3. So for example, we could make it a lowercase letter if the number is equal to 0. And if the number is equal to 1, we could make it an uppercase letter. And if it's equal to 2, we can make it a number. And if it's equal to 3, we can make it a symbol. So we have our random. And then now we can say if rand equals 0, we can do lower plus equals 1. So this is just for later to give the user the information on how many lowercase, uppercase numbers and symbols are there. Then we can say b equals int. You can basically put any variable name there. And then we can say random dot rand int, and we will use it as 97 to 123 because these will have corresponding ASCII character codes. And then we can do password, which is our list dot append b. So this is the first section of it. We can just copy this and paste it again, and we will change if rand is equal to 1, and we can change this to an elif here. Then we will do upper plus equals 1, so we will do upper, and then instead of having a lowercase ASCII code, we will have an uppercase letter code, which will be anywhere from 65 to 91. So we can save this. And now we can do the same thing again. I'm just going to pause the video for a brief moment in case you want to catch up and do these two sections. And after this section, I'll do a brief pause. So here we will do number 2. This time it'll be number, and the numbers for here will be from 48 to 58. So I'm just gonna take a brief pause here, and if you want, you can catch up here. Okay, hopefully you've caught up. I'm just gonna move on. You can always pause the video if you're falling behind. And also, if you're new here, I have a Python series of about 20 videos, so you can watch that before watching this video completely. So now I'm gonna do the number 3 here in case if the randomizer selects number 3, and this one will be a symbol plus equals 1, and then now the numbers we're gonna put in here, I think we will put another if statement here because there's many symbols, so we're gonna just backspace these. We will put rand or r equals random dot rand int 0, 2, and then we have symbol plus equals 1. And now we're going to have some more if statements. So we're going to do if r equals 0. We're going to say b equals random dot rand int 33 to 48. And then we're going to do password dot append b. Okay. So this is our first section. And then now we're going to have an elif statement. Elif r equals 1. Then we will we can copy this part here. and paste it down here. And we can change these numbers from 91 to 97. And finally, we will have one last one, elif r equals 2 here. We will paste this again. This will be from 123 to 126 here. So because we have many different symbols, they have many different corresponding ASCII codes. So we have to put these special elif and if statements inside of this symbol elif statement here. And then at the end of this, we can say count plus equals 1, just so that we can end our while loop with the right amount of characters. Now we have to convert these numbers into ASCII codes. So we can say word equals quotation marks dot join. Then this is going to be a little bit complicated, but this is going to be CHR for character in C for C in password. This is basically similar to a for loop, and it's in one line of code. So basically, it'll for character in the password for each like number in the password, it will find the corresponding character and replace it. So then we're gonna use our pyperclip. So pyperclip dot copy, and then we'll do word here. So it'll copy our password, which is word here, and then we can print random password of length %s is \n, which is a new line, % length. So basically this will so here I just need to end this right here. So basically this will print out the length of the password. And then we can also print, we'll just have some things before and after the password. And then we'll just copy this again and paste that. And then now we're going to print our password inside of these two. So we'll print word here, which is our password. And now I'm going to do a little bit complicated things, but just follow along. I'll explain this all. So we're going to do print quotation marks \n, and up here we also need to do a \n, and then we're going to do it contains comma lower, which is our lowercase amount, comma quotation marks lowercase, comma, then we'll do another comma, and then we'll do upper here, comma quotation marks uppercase, comma quotation marks ending, and then another comma, number, comma, numbers, and comma outside the quotation marks, symbol, comma, symbol, characters. So basically this is called concatenation, where basically you're adding variables inside a print statement with strings. So basically, you can backslash n stands for new line, but basically you have this quotation marks. It'll print the stuff in quotations, and then it'll replace things without quotation marks with the corresponding variable. And then we can just oh, by the way, yeah, then we can just, I think this should be it here. We can run this here, and it has asking us password length. It says default 20. We'll say 10. So here we go. It gives us the password. I'm just gonna do Command V or Control V, and it has pasted the password. And let's just quickly print. Oop, you can't have a capital P. Print password has been copied to clipboard, and then we'll save this. Oh, and then now let's finally run this one more time here, and we'll just go with the default 20. Hit return, and it says password has been copied to clipboard. Paste this here, and it does show that. And now we got a fully working password maker. So congratulations, guys. And this actually might be real in a real life situation, like really useful, because you can create very secure and randomized passwords. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and please subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this content and got some useful information. And I'll see you in the next one.